It's usually because people who are playing the character that they play in tournaments usually assume that you have a lot of the perks with that character. So
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it also, I think, makes for a more interesting game, especially because of the fact that, like, how many things you can build. But we're about to start with the first set. We have Shaggy and Reindog, and Shaggy and Wonder Woman. This is I think this is a very interesting team. Both two really good defensive characters and supportive characters. With Shaggy is actually a very good combo, I feel like.
oh yeah, for sure. I feel like with the Shaggy Wonder Woman team, what's gonna be big here is that Wonder Woman being able to enable Shaggy, giving Shaggy that armor and being able to have him power through and just play utterly aggressive, especially against a character like Reindog, who is a support character and sometimes needs to be supported by their teammate in order for them to stay up and continue to deal some really good supportive measures from the distance.
Yeah, so exactly, like right there, Reindog had to basically pop the armor first, giving Shaggy a free hit, while Wonder Woman was actually finishing off their teammate. Extremely it's extremely good synergy between the players here, all around.
As we see right here, we see Vexuxe sitting at 133%, trying to charge the Ultra Instinct, and is able to get it here. Big sandwich coming out. Ooh, I don't know how Mixshack somehow, unfortunately, could not get back to the stage. That sandwich being such a great ledge trapping and edge guarding tool for Shaggy, especially with the Ultra Instinct being online, because you can kind of just hold on to that, throw that sandwich, and then you can kind of just play your own edge guarding game off of it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like they definitely, like, the fact that Vex is able to stock tank for so long, and Wonder Woman barely even has any damage on them, basically puts them in a really great spot. Like, obviously, because Wonder Woman's playing a little bit more of a defense game, you know, playing it safe, you know, letting Shaggy do most of the work, or not most of the work, but most of the risk-taking, it puts them in a great position where, okay, you know, Shaggy now needs help, so he can get armor now, right?
Yeah. And it seems as though right now we need to see the red team kind of go back into it, because the blue team is now out 3 stocks, and we see that Reindog already throwing out that flame pillar, trying to cut off Wonder Woman. Here comes an edge guard trying to come out here from Vexuxe, and is able to get the down air. Very good spike there, and the blue team will take it.
I think the main thing, the reason why the blue team took it is because I was reading this. I keep forgetting how the stocks work in this game. I'm so used to like seeing numbers go down.
Yeah, the thing that gets me is that when the winning team gets to like the last stock they need, it shows a warning sign underneath their team, and it's like, well, that makes me think that they're in danger, right?
Yeah,
I think they're
get
losing.
exactly what you read. Yeah, I get exactly what you. It is confusing. It's something you just have to play the game to kind of like learn. It's confusing.
It's fine. It's fine. I thought they were just like winning. You know, I was like, oh, they're stock tanking. They're doing really well. They are high percent, and the Wonder Woman's like barely anything. I was talking completely the wrong game.
Yeah,
I was in a different universe.
it is all good. It is all good. But yeah, we're gonna be getting into this next game here. It seems as though both teams will be sticking with relatively the same setup. We got the 2 Shaggies and the Reindog. I feel like the big thing that's gonna be that's going to help the red team get back into this game is we're going to see Wonder Woman is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive, I feel as though. Maybe trying to overwhelm Reindog, a character whose disadvantage state is not, you know, it's not very favorable for them, and sometimes it can be hard for them to escape combos or even get back to the stage. And with Wonder Woman having that giant disjoint sword, I feel as though that's going to be something that will be very key in order to keep characters like Reindog and even Shaggy, because, you know, it's really hard to punch through a sword. The character like Shaggy uses punches and kicks.
Punch harder.
Punch harder, yep. Or you
harder.
Punch harder.
Yeah.
We'll have to see as we go to Sky Arena 3 platforms here. As we see a lot, that fire pillar doing a very good job being able to ignite a lot of people on the red team here. As we see the sandwich combo coming out right here. And Vexuxe looking for another edge guard. That is where Vexuxe just loves to thrive, with those down airs near the bottom of the blast zone. It seems to work out very well for them, and it seems their game plan is to force Shaggy off stage and be able to net KOs there.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to threaten, especially when you're already on a higher percent, because, you know, dying at like 150, it's fine if you miss it down there and get reversaled. Obviously, if you get the stock early, then it basically means, hey, you're kind of messed up. You messed up, and now it's over.
Wow, very good recovery right there from Sooda. I really love the stall of the recovery with the up special in order to just kind of sit there a little bit, wait and see if the attacker off stage wants to go for something aggressive, and then kind of play around it. We see both players kind of just ping-ponging here. We see red team at very high percentages here. 197 right now for Mysha, and that was a very good kill there from JhinAry, putting the blue team up 1 ring out.
I was just about to mention that he was at 200%, but never mind. He's back at 0, but getting the kill immediately back on the other Shaggy.
Yeah, looking really crazy here as we see the blue team right now sticking with their 2 ring outs. Red team gonna have to figure out some way to get back into this. We see a lot of aggressiveness being applied to Reindog here, but it seems as though that seems to be their game plan. It seems like JhinAry wants to be able to just kind of go in and create space. Vexuxe gets the Ultra Instinct. Vexuxe can set up with a giant sandwich there, or can look for a an Ultra Instinct side special.
Yeah, I think they're trying to target Reindog too hard right now. Because like Shaggy is just able to set up for Ultra Instincts much more than I feel like they should, because that actually takes like a pretty long time to charge.
Yes, it does.
And because they're just focusing on Shaggy, it basically says, okay, you know, 3 Ultra Instinct. If you mess up once, I can get a kill out of it. Almost like that. That actually was not as far as I thought it would be, but.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those situations, yeah, where you kind of have to figure out, like, knock Shaggy out of Ultra Instinct and then kind of come back. If 2 people want to team up on 1 person in this game, you want to make sure you finish off that KO. You cannot leave them breathing. You got to take them away and take away that space.
Yeah, exactly. You either send someone off stage so they have to recover and go for the person that's on the other side of the stage, or you force them to, well, game set's already over, but or you basically start 2v1ing the person who's still on stage if you're afraid of them coming after you. But either or, you have to both focus on one person if another person's trying to make it back.
Yeah, that is definitely for sure. I feel like with this team, right, with the Reindog Shaggy, like we were seeing with a lot of the projectiles coming out from Reindog, and then also the fire pillar, being able to get that the burn damage from the fire pillar, it just deals that damage over time, and then that just allows Shaggy to just kind of get people to those sweet spot percentages where sandwich can be a big thing that can knock people off stage. You can get edge guard opportunities from that. And even a character like Wonder Woman, who has one of the more predictable recoveries in the game, we saw that Vexuxe was able to exploit that with both Wonder Woman and even Shaggy able to get down there is really low near the blast zone, or even just harass Wonder Woman where it becomes difficult to get back to the stage.